this particular European, is a created person that we created, and as a result, he does not have the full manifestation of the essence of what we are. The reason why they don't have melanin is because we were created out of melanin, and they were created out of gene splicing in the physical world. And part of that, they gene spliced, part of they grafted not only genes from us, but they grafted genes from an ape. But even the ape is more spiritual because the ape is in its rightful habitat, and it does things nature-wise. But the European is grafted, and this is why it looks like an ape with the same hair and all this type of stuff, but it's something of only lower material matter. So therefore, the supreme part that makes us God, which was created in heaven, is the black dot, which is that link, that doorway. Because it was only created on the physical realm, it does not have the black dot and cannot have the black dot. And now the difference between some white people is some white people are miscegenated black people that still have the black dot. And you got 80%, you have 15% of some white people that have the black dot. Those are not white people, those are black people that look white. The black dot is called the dark night of the soul, which means in actuality it is the soul. Okay. So when you talk about this particular, that it is the soul. Now when you talk about this particular not having the black dot means in actuality you have lower astral energy that can be mistaken for a soul, but it's not the soul. The European France and England had a war for 100 years. Now that means in actuality to have a war for 100 years, that means that war is the norm and peacetime is abnormal. So when we talk about peacetime, it's not talking about his nature. And even in his peacetime, he's never had peacetime. He just has a clever way of doing things where he don't have to have physical violence, but he has mental violence and social and political violence. Historical evidence proved that obviously this man doesn't have a soul. That's just based on history alone. But now we have the archaeological evidence, and because we're talking about the temples, based on the temples of Egypt, we have the archaeological evidence that he's a biological mutation. So what you see out there, the white boy call it dark matter in science. What you see out there with blackness is actually something. And it is the essence of God. It's called the primal materia, called the great works. But if you are in the image of God, you also have the black substance in you. And because you are black, that is an indication that you do have the black substance. Because Beth means house. Ham comes from Cam, that means black. Bethlehem means the black house. And the sun in Bethlehem, which you call the Christ, is also the black house that you got. You got a sun inside of you, which is also called a star in Bethlehem. The physical star in Bethlehem was the star Sirius that you saw. The other star in the Bethlehem that you see right here, because this is the house, was the star Sirius that's in you, which is also the sun in black that you call the in Bethlehem that you call the black dot. So it is the gateway, and it is the Son of God that is in you. It is the Son of God that is in the Son of God, because we are the heirs of God. But there's something on the inside of you that not only are you on the physical level, but there's a link that is the difference in you from being only on the physical level is there's a doorway in you that not only makes you on the physical, but it links you to the cosmos as well. White people don't have this black dot, so therefore they're only on the physical level.
Why don't they have it?
They have why don't they have it is because in our form of degeneration, it was inevitable that we could not take ourselves down that low, because gods can only be at the nature of God.